All right, take two. What's up, everybody? Moto Baggins here. This is my first official ride of the new year. Today it's going to be like a high of like 68 here in Pennsylvania. And that is good enough weather for me to ride. Right now, according to the bike, it says it's 42, but it's probably more around 38. But it's a beautiful sunny day here in Pennsylvania. And you may notice that I got a new to me 2019 Yamaha Tracer. 2019 Yamaha Tracer 900. So, I still have my Kawasaki Vulcan. I got the DJI Action 4, Osmo 4. And I am pretty much, this is my first attempt on this setup with the DJI mini mic. This mini mic is like right on my mustache. So I'm hoping with the cat and my mustache, it is not too noticeable. Kind of watched some videos on what to do with the noise reductions and stuff like that. I got the DJI mini mics and I really want to use those. So I'm hoping I can find a way to make this work. I might have to cut away some of the cheek pad in my helmet and kind of, I don't know, I'll figure it out. If this works, this is how it'll be. I've also put on an ND filter. I think I got an ND16, so it's going to be a sunny day. I know I could go up to more, but I was looking for a middle ground. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So this bike I got in January of 2025, a couple months ago. My brother and I, we picked it up and we did some general maintenance to this thing. So like I said, this is a new to me 2019 with like 13,000 miles on it. And we changed the brake pads front and rear, changed the air filter, bled the brakes front and rear, the two calipers in the front, the one in the rear. I bought new tires for it, but I'm going to ride those a little bit here before I throw those on. I got a road trip planned in June. And what else? Bled the brakes, changed the air filter, changed the oil in the oil filter. So pretty much all the general maintenance I got done. And the reason why is I like knowing, since it's my bike now, I like knowing what was done and when it was done. And I wanted to make sure that I knew when all that general maintenance was done. So pretty much in January and February, during those months, I pretty much just have just been working on this. And I know my brother, he's itching to ride. He has a Tracer as well. He has a 2021 or 22. I can't remember. I think it's a 22. And so he kind of got that bike when I had my Kawasaki Vulcan, which I still have. You'll probably see that in some videos as well. And this is literally, I've probably put a total of maybe 40 miles on this bike since I got it. So today is going to be the first day of actual miles, all that good stuff. When I bought this bike secondhand as an Öhlings monoshock, and it has, I can't pronounce the name, but front suspension work done as well. So I don't really know what this bike rides like without the stock suspension. However, Right now, when I'm hitting over bumps and stuff, it feels great. I might have to adjust that stuff in the future, but that's about that. Right now it's 9:28, I believe. I did not change my time on my motorcycle yet. This is daylight savings, so it sprung forward, so I got to change the clock on that. But it's 9:30, 42 degrees. Eventually it's going to be near 70. So I'm just embracing the suck, if you call it, of the colder morning. But pretty soon here it'll warm up and it'll be beautiful out. I don't know really where I'm riding today. I'll probably have to stick to kind of main roads, only because all the snow and stuff like that is thawed, so there's a lot of cinders from when they lay down the salt in the cinders. So I kind of got to keep an eye out for that stuff, especially like intersections and around turns. And I doubt I'll go up any of the mountains around here because they always cake those things in cinders. But this bike is very comfortable so far. And I'm excited to put some miles on this thing. Like I said, this bike is taller than the Vulcan by a bit. I'm like flat, like on the so not the balls of my feet, but I can get like 5 tones down, kind of like on my flat-footed on the tippy toes there. So this new camera setup, I don't know how this camera angle is because I feel like I'm facing too far down, but I do have it on the wide view. So this is literally my very first attempt with this setup, and what's nice with this Osmo is I can tell it to start and stop recording and it will do that for me. So it's kind of hands-free, which I like. And it's kind of convenient right now. I don't know where I want to ride. I'm thinking maybe I'll hit the interstate a little bit. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this. This setup. I thought that was a street sweeper for a second. I was excited. Usually around here when you see street sweepers, that's a telltale that the winter weather is somebody on their phone. The winter weather is done. I don't know. Try to stay on the dry stuff here. I was kind of pushing it with riding this morning. Because I was just too anxious to go out riding. So like in a couple hours this will all be dried off here on the left side of the lane. So try to get some, see how this bike acts on the interstate here. I don't think it's gonna have any issues. I mean, it's got, I don't know. It's got plenty of shit and get. So I'm gonna be quiet here. One, check the mic and pay attention. This thing is doing 74, 75 easy in third gear. '91 easy. This thing is insane. Let's get moved on over here. This thing is just, wow, big difference from the Vulcan. No surprise it's only a 650, but wow, big difference. Stop. Let them go ahead a little bit. Ah, this thing's crazy. This thing is crazy. So I got this bike as a 5-gallon gas tank, and I'm looking to crush a little bit more miles without stopping as frequent. And this surely will do the job. Usually I ride with earplugs, but I don't have them, and it's not super windy, but I should have got some. I always forget that in my first couple rides of the year. I really like riding with earplugs in. But man, yesterday was so freaking windy. Yeah, alright. So I'm starting to get the friction zone down a little bit. Hoping this road is pretty good with cinders, because this is actually a pretty nice road to take on the bike. It's going to be a little colder because of the mountains and the water. Nice little bridge. But the main thing is I got to keep my head down because one of the sun. So this camera angle, I think I'm definitely going to have to pull this camera angle up. But I am not sure. I could go 45 and go back my stomping grounds, but I'm not too confident on that road. At a certain point while I'm making this video, I'm just going to stop recording and turn everything off and just enjoy the rest of my ride and the rest of my day. I don't mean to be selfish, but today I kind of riding to work through some things. My grandfather passed about a week ago. We just laid him to rest this last weekend. And that's been kind of hard on my family, especially my mom. And I don't know, I have all these months of like build up, I don't want to say tension, but this build up crap in my head. And riding is like the biggest thing that like helps me relax and focus. Oh man, look at all those rocks and water with that thaw. But it just helps me work through everything. I don't know, y'all. I am just so excited to freaking... I'm just so excited to freaking go through this. And I appreciate you guys coming along with the ride with me. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a video a month. And really, I kind of want to stick to that one video a month, but I really want to try to get better on the quality of them. Like, that's why I got this action camera and I got that ND filter. And I'm really just trying to see how I can make this quality a little bit better. I know the content is going to have to change and be better, but this is just content of a regular guy, you know, works and on his free time off likes to smoke some food. Got a smoker, I got dogs, you know, I got an amazing wife, got an amazing life, got an amazing home. And this just kind of, I don't know, puts it all in perspective. And this bike is very applicable. I've heard that term a lot. Like, I'm still not, like, my Vulcan is super low to the ground, so I can like really turn and make this easy. This is very easy as well. Not as easy as the Vulcan, but obviously the Vulcan's like, I don't know, like 10 inches off the ground. Like, it's very low. It's like drowning in 2 feet of water. You get in trouble or you get scared, just put your feet down. What's crazy is this Yamaha, it's a 900, so it's what, 6, 7, 8, 9, a 250 bigger displacement, and it weighs like, I think like as much as 6 pounds less wet, which is insane. So you take all that, a bigger engine and a lighter bike, and this thing just loves the higher RPMs. Like I said, I haven't ridden this bike much, so I'm not going crazy on it. I have very limited experience with this. Sorry, I'm just kind of concentrating on looking on the road because I kind of want to get on it. So I'm at 64. 71. I mean, that was a quarter throttle, and I was able to fly past that car. And I'm in fourth. I believe this is a 6-speed. Oh man, welcome the sun. Let's go. Oh my God. You have no idea what this does for the mental health. No idea. Like, maybe y'all do. I know some of y'all have to deal with seasonal riding, but that daylight savings time, and you gain that hour, well, gain the hour of daylight, but lose that hour of sleep, it's totally worth it. I'd rather have daylight over the sleep any day, and I get up at 2:30 in the morning for my job, so that's pretty much the way I feel about that. But yeah, guys, I hope you're all liking the content. Like I said, I mainly do these videos for me and just like, I guess, a form of therapy, but I also have some videos of the tail of the Dragon and the back of the Dragon and the Trailhalla Skyway around Tennessee area. And I mainly have that just for just to kind of have like a log. We recreated it's like be 3 years ago at this point. We recreated that trip with my dad that he did 20 years. I was 8 when he did, so 20 years ago. And we recreated that trip with him and his friend that went with him, and that was a really cool experience. And I'll always forever remember that. So I don't know, y'all. I'm excited. I'm ready. Oh, it feels good. I might have to shed a layer here. I got these Odin Battle Series Apex Pro waterproof gloves that I'm wearing right now to keep the cold out. And then I have an Odin bomber jacket that I have as my underlayer. And my legs, I just got jeans on. I do have riding pants, yes, I know. But I don't really care if my legs get warm or get cold, not warm. So pretty much, like, if I keep my fingers warm and my core warm, I'm good to ride. I'm good to go. So that's kind of my main focus, staying warm. Man, this thing just wants to go. So if you're new to the channel, a little bit about myself. I've been riding motorcycle for about 5 years now, and like I said, I just kind of started my YouTube channel just to create videos with my family and post them, and then kind of have a catalog for them. I don't really know what content I usually do. I kind of just ramble and then let it be that. Just gotta wait for these line of cars. I don't trust them. See, I know, like, you can trust the turn signals. In a car, I'd probably trust that, but not on a motorcycle when it's just my knees in the breeze. But yeah, I've been riding motorcycles for about 5 years. My dad always rode them. And one year I decided to do it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. First year I started riding, I talked to my wife and said get a bike, so I did. And that was dumb, but busy intersection, I guess. Sorry, keep getting off track. So pretty much I've been doing YouTube videos for about 2 years. I would like to do them once a month. But really, realistically, I've been doing like 8, like 6 or 7 a year. Mainly because I live in Pennsylvania. And so far, I'm really enjoying this bike. The only thing I want to do is put new rubbers on. I do have a new set of tires. The ones that are on this bike probably have maybe 2,000 miles left on them tops. But I think I get a feel for them and ride them until they're no longer good, and then get them switched out. Planning a trip in June. I'm gonna be going up to the tail of the Dragon, the back of the Dragon again. And there's some other roads up there that are pretty notorious. Those are the two. We've already done them before. I have posted videos on those before, but this time when I go, I have another mic I plan on giving to my brother, and we can have more of a commentary while we're doing it. The back of the Dragon, I remember we were like, first we hit it and we were kind of laughing and seeing how beautiful it was, and then we really kind of had to stop talking and focus because it got pretty technical for me. I don't know if it was technical for everybody, but after a while we stopped goofing and chattering, and then the only thing we did was call outs. You know, if there's gravel or something in the middle of the road, or watch a turn, or whatever it may be. And that's kind of what we did. So we plan on going back. When I did the tail of the Dragon and the back of the Dragon, I did it on my Kawasaki Vulcan. So I'd like to get this Tracer. I'd like to get it, I'd like it to earn a tail of the Dragon sticker. So I plan on taking it on that and slap a sticker somewhere on here. But yeah, today is a beautiful day. And I'm fortunate enough that I don't have work today. This is like the first genuinely nice day we have of the year. And now with daylight savings time, it really doesn't get dark till about 7:20, 7:30. Which progressively will get longer and longer. But yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. That's the first biker wave of the year for me. First of many. And I topped off my bike before I left, but it's still naked without my wallet. And so I have a bad habit of, I'll take my wallet out of my riding jacket and I'll set it somewhere. And then once I start riding more regularly through the year, I just leave my wallet in my riding jacket. But that's alright. We got a good range. I don't plan on going super far, super crazy. I just like having the wallet just in case if I do gotta get gas, or God forbid anything would happen. But yeah, today I did some yard work. I got the garden hose taken out. Burned some brush. Smoked some chicken on the smoker. Had a pretty good uneventful day. I think later today I'm gonna have a cigar. I'm a big fan of Deadwood or Drew Estates, which are made, or Deadwoods, which are made by Drew Estates, but I'm a big fan of Drew Estates cigars. I like them sweet. I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to it, but eventually I'm going to dabble in other cigars. But I actually got my first humidor. Got that about a month ago. And I think tomorrow I'm going to ride up to the local cigar shop. I'm going to get a t-shirt from them and maybe pick up a couple stogies. So I plan on taking y'all along for the ride on that one. But yeah, dude, I'm so excited. I was giggling like a kid. I was driving to those mountains earlier and oh my gosh, it feels so good to ride. it just relaxes the crap out of me. The weird thing is like when you're riding, you gotta focus on what's going on around you, you know, like checking your mirrors and looking ahead, and even then that doesn't guarantee you anything. But I like riding because in a messed up way I have to focus on what's going on, because if I don't focus on what's up ahead, that's dangerous. So it makes me forget about anything kind of rough or good, I guess, going on in my life. And it's early in the riding season, and I gotta say, these roads are not bad at all. I'm thinking I might go the back way. I'll go home again, I'll grab my wallet. I was thinking about hitting some mountains, but the mountains are kind of iffy because I know I've probably said them before, but they lay down those cinders pretty heavy on the mountains because of the elevation. And the cinders sit and they'll stay there until a street sweeper comes or enough cars eventually fling them off the road. And with that, and it's shaded, so sometimes it's kind of hard to look and see what's kind of going on with that. But eventually we'll do something. I'm gonna post another video. There's 3 mountains that are pretty local. We got Tipton, Tyrone, Bellwood, and I guess if you count the 4th one, Wapsie. And what's kind of cool is you can go up or down, whatever you decide, up and down one of them, and then you can kind of keep zigzagging like a snake pattern, and you can hit all 4 mountains in a day. What I'd like to do is put a compilation video of those mountains and routes and stuff like that for anybody local or just in general to kind of see what the roads are like in Pennsylvania. We do have some, you know, switchbacks, which are rare in the mountains, but Pennsylvania roads I think are some of the best to ride. I've rode through West Virginia a lot, the Monongahela forest for hundreds of miles, and past Seneca Rocks and all that, and that is by far some of the best roads I've ever rode on. So don't sleep on Pennsylvania. If you travel through here, I would highly suggest you kind of take some back roads. Pretty much all the back roads will reconnect back to the interstates around here, and that's what's good. You can kind of venture off on a back road and then hop out and hop on a freeway pretty quick. So don't be afraid to explore when you go out. But what do I know? I mean, I was born and raised here, so it's easier said than done, especially when you're familiar with the area. But I'm liking this Tracer so far. Big difference in power. Big difference in pretty much just everything on it. And yeah, you know, I'm in 2nd gear and I'm doing 45 at 6,000 RPM. Yeah, you kind of get on it really easy. And I'm not used to that. This isn't like standard mode, so I think standard mode is like normal, and then there's A and B. I think B, I don't know. I think B might be the most insane one. I'll have to look at my owner's manual there and kind of see. I want to say people say like B is for bonkers, because the speed and the throttle response is bonkers. But not sure on that. And like my Vulcan, I got shorty levers on it, so like the friction zone's definitely a little bit larger on this Tracer, and I'm still figuring that out. Like from stop to go, I'm not really comfortable with, so I'm gonna practice some of that. The Vulcan, it's just effortless, because I put about my Vulcan is a 2022 and I have just shy of 20,000 miles on that thing. So what, 3 years I put, you know, about 20,000 miles on that thing. And I remember I got my bike and I rode down to the Forgotten Angels camp out like 2 years ago. I really got to do that again. I plan on going this year. Maybe this October I'll make that trip down. But I really want to try to do some road trips, which I will get to this year. But when I got that Vulcan, I was like maybe my second year in the riding, and I did a solo trip from central Pennsylvania to the whole way down to Valrico, Florida, which is about 1,200 miles one way. But between stopping for gas and stopping to see other stuff, it was about 2,600 miles round trip to and from. And a lot of people thought I was kind of crazy doing that solo, but I kind of knew if I didn't push myself and make myself go do it, I'd make an excuse and not do it. And I really didn't want to do that. So I really got out of my comfort zone. When I left in March, it's always in March and October, every 6 months. So March and then in October. March, it's around St. Patrick's Day weekend. October, it's around Halloween, which October is my favorite time of year, favorite month of year and all that. So I did that, and it was March, and it was like 30 degrees or 27 degrees. Had like 60 mile per hour wind gusts. I got on like a Interstate 81 and it's getting blown around and from the wind, and then it was just 2 lanes, and the majority of the lanes were semi trucks. And then I got to Fort Chiswell, Virginia, which I lied to myself and said that it was going to be warmer than Pennsylvania, but I was so far west in Virginia that I was pretty much in West Virginia, where Fort Chiswell was. So pretty much West Virginia and Pennsylvania are very similar in climate, and their winters are similar. So pretty much I don't know, I think I did like 6 or 7 hours the first day, and I was totally hypothermic by the last hour. And after that first night and first hour and just being so sore from shivering, I was kind of like, what the heck am I doing? Like, why did I do that? And I woke up, had a big breakfast, drank some water, take about 4 Advil and Tylenol combo medication, and I hit the road. And then once I got to North Carolina, that's when I was starting to shed my layers and my heated gear. And after that, it was smooth sailing. I went to Hardeeville, South Carolina. I stayed there. I didn't really unpack my bike. I went up to the motel, and it was absolutely horrible. There's not many hotels and motels there in Hardeeville, but the one I stayed in was pretty terrible. So I kind of just slept on the top sheet, if you know what I mean, and I woke up around like midnight or 1, and I hit the road, and I finished the last leg of my journey down to Valrico, and I believe I pulled into Forgotten Angels camp out around 3:30 in the morning, and pretty much unpacked my tent, set it up, just laid in there, no sleeping bag or nothing. It was warm enough at that time of the year, it wasn't really an issue. And then I had a great weekend and a great time and met some great friends. So I guess my question to y'all is like, what trips do you guys have planned this year? Maybe share a little bit about, you know, what trips you've done. I always find that interesting. And I think it takes a lot of letting go to plan a trip, because you try to plan everything to a specific detail, and really that's just not how it is. You can't do that. So I think today I'm gonna probably edit a video. I might try to post it tomorrow. I'm not sure. Videos take me a while to do because I'm still new to them. It's kind of embarrassing, if you will. But who knows? I'll see. Kind of want to make some whiskey sours, have a cigar, sit outside, enjoy the sun. I got 3 dogs and they like sitting out in the sun too. So I don't know, he's kind of having a lazy day. Having a good day. Riding bikes and smoking meats and being with the dogs, and gonna have a stogie and eat some food later. I mean, that's not a bad day if you ask me. No, it's not the most exciting days, but hey, it's genuine. Don't know where this guy's going. Turning right. Okay, don't know why you're stopping and looking when you got the green light. Alright. Yeah, that thing's wicked. It's definitely nice to kind of get some riding in for once. It's been a long time coming. I'm really excited to share with you all the kind of trips I have planned. I don't know how all the moto vloggers and YouTubers do it, like record. I don't know how they pick and choose what content they want to record or share. I think I'm just going to go off of what I find interesting, and we'll see if that sticks. I'm doing like a short little ride today. Nothing, well, second ride of the day. Short little one, nothing crazy. Said this mini mic is like right on my mustache, my upper lip, and I mean, I can always get like an adapter and an external mic, but I really don't want to do that since I got these mini mics for this purpose. So I don't know if you guys have that Action 4 Osmo camera and the DJI mini mic setups. If you got any ideas or suggestions on how to mount it better in the helmet, let me know, because the only thing I can think of is carve out some of the cheek pad and kind of just make them a custom way, or I just got to get used to it. And my mustache hair like stuck in the magnet earlier, so that kind of hurt, but ideally I don't want to do that every time, but it could be just learning curve. I hope you guys have a good one. Once again, it's Moto Baggins here. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day to watch a video on a total amateur going on about ramblings and anything like that. I just want you to know that I appreciate you, and if you like anything or if you want to comment, subscribe, feel free to. If not, that's fine too. I just, I don't know. I like bike. That's pretty much it. I like to do my own things and be around people I care about, and I'm looking forward to having another beautiful day tomorrow with these blue clear skies, and we're just gonna go for it.